Okay, well, I guess let's try to roll randomly. See what happens. And we'll interpret that oracle. 38. The current situation. Oh my God, that's so mean. So this is a good pun. Get it? The current situation worsens. So obviously it's flooding faster than we think. So yeah, icy water is gushing in. I think to the point where I come around a corner and I'm like, oh no, we're right back where we started. And there's water just like spraying from holes in the walls. Like, okay, great. Maybe this way. And I have to do it again, right? I have to find the next place. So I turn and I rush in another direction, and I go to try to find this way. Yep. Okay. And I think I'll endure harm if I fail again, right? Because like the cold is harm. Okay. All right. So face danger. Here we go. And whoever said that this game feels a lot like Conan stories, I think you're right. I think you're right on the nose. Like, I think it absolutely feels like we're making up serialized like Conan style stories. It's like solo mode, especially. That's why I think it would be good with special guests, right? To be like, I'm Conan, but you're going to be Red Sonja this episode. I think I definitely want to do that with this show. I have a few people I've been thinking of, but anyway, we can talk about that later. All right. So we're down under the island. There's water gushing in. The elves are all just like, ha 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 ha, stupid human. Soon she'll be gone and we'll get to eat her mammoth or whatever weird elves want. But I am going to try to get out of this goddamn maze. So here we go. Make another wits roll. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's cool. So it tells you, oh, the roll macro is even better now. Look, so because, oh, thank you, character sheet roll macro makers. Look, so now when we roll, if we are eligible for a momentum burn, it will tell us and what kind of hit we would get. That is brilliant. I'm going to do it. Let's do it. So I burn down to 2 because I don't have any conditions. I burn my momentum and I get a weak hit, meaning I succeed and I suffer -1 momentum. I'm tired or hurt, dispirited or afraid, or lose a supply. God. I'm gonna, oh boy, lose a supply, I guess. My momentum would drop. It would drop to 1 because it's reset to 2. So I think, yeah, I don't think it's hypothermia yet, but that's definitely a risk in the future. Let's endure stress. Let's endure a point of stress because I think I'm just getting stressed out. So my spirit drops to +2 and then I roll. My spirit is higher than my heart. Yeah, okay, I got a hit. I press on. So I just take the one momentum. Okay, so we push through. We make some progress, right? So now I get to go in here, set these 2. 1, 2, great. Made some progress on this dangerous journey. Still definitely not good enough for me to succeed at. Let's say, okay, so we come around a corner, we come out of the like lost in the maze part, we enter the chamber, a chamber of the first trial, and it is a trial of purification. I think in the center of the chamber, there's like a stone candle. There's a pillar, and in the same way, the pillar looks like it was just pulled liquid from the earth. And so there's this pillar of volcanic stone and a bowl at the top, and there's a bluish white fire, and it is fire that cannot be extinguished by any like you, when the water flows in, the fire is still burning. And on the other side there's a sealed stone door, and there's just this fire, and I come up to it and I'm like, okay, I have to do something with this fire to be able to get through, and I need to purify myself. So, and what's fun is here's a sort of like first here's a, like, me as the player and me as a GM thing I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know what the solution is, but I'm also making the puzzle and solving it. So whatever I think of, that's the thing. So what I'm going to do is I am going to gather information. And this is Nabake trying to remember, like, what do I remember about elves, purification? Like, did grandmother ever tell me a story about, like, what? And so she's like thinking and trying to like work this out. So let's see if she gets a bonus, right? Let's see if she remembers this thing that there is no actual fact to. So we're going to secure an advantage. She's doing it with expertise, insight, or observation. So many wits rolls today. She gets a weak hit, which is +1 momentum. Okay. And so she's like, okay, right, fire, purge. God. And so I roll up my sleeves. I'm like, okay. And I jam my hand in the fire, which of course is the correct answer, because whatever she did is the correct answer. And I think in this case, I have to endure the burning of the fire. And I'm going to do that with, God, I'm really bad at it, all of this stuff. I guess aggressive action, forceful defense, strength, or endurance. So I'm going to roll plus iron and see. So I jam my arm in the fire. Oh, yes. Hell yes. Strong hit on the fire. So I hold my hand in the fire. I grit my teeth and I'm just like, argh! And instead of burning me, I start to glow, right? So I start giving off this weird glow. My eyes start to glow, and the fire kind of like awakens my elvish blood enough that the door something happens. The door resonates with me, and it cracks open, and they roll aside, and I feel weird. I'm like very confused and like kind of turned around, but I get to add progress to my stupid quest. Okay, I think if we can make progress one more time. No, not you, Siri. You're not invited. Yeah. So I take my hand out and I'm like, ow, but it didn't hurt, and I'm kind of glowy, kind of see through. Yeah, I got the momentum off of that, the +1. So I'm gonna be at 4 again. That's nice, and I made progress. So all right, let's go to the next challenge. So I ditch. And I run out into the next hallway, and the next room that I find. What do we think? What should the next challenge be? What is the final purification? Oh, it's probably like remembering a chant. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so I come in and there's water flowing, right? There's water flowing over a flat stone surface in front of me, pouring over and into a drainage trough below. And as the water pours over this little outhanging, each stream is hitting at a certain time a piece of like stone or crystal that's sticking out. So essentially the elves have created like a player piano down here. And so as the place fills up, God, it's just like in a video game. As the place fills up, the water rushes faster and the music plays faster. And when I come in, I think that probably, I'm going to go like Prometheus on this. There is a flat surface in front of me, and as I walk up, glowing buttons appear on it, and I can see there's like a keyboard laid out before me, essentially, of these like glowing places, where if I put my hand in one, it makes a bell sound, and it shifts the waterfall music maker. And so what I have to do is I have to change the tune in a certain way, but it's an old like elvish dirge or something, and I have to try to remember it. So I'm like, okay, right. And I start to like try to remember the thing, and I'm gonna do it the same way. I'm gonna secure an advantage, and then we're gonna roll, and we'll see how Nabake does. So here we go. Can I remember the tune properly? Yeah, it's like a druidic theremin, basically. Okay, so I got a weak hit, so that gives me a little more momentum. Nice, good. And then now I'm going to face danger, and the danger is I am trying to get the music ready, trying to make it work. And I think this is with wits again, right? Not speed, agility, or I guess maybe precision. Yeah, you know what? I think precision might count here. Playing the right notes, the right time. Because I tried to remember it, and now I'm trying to do it. So let's see if my hands work like my brain. This one I'm actually pretty good at. So here we go. Yeah, hell yeah. Strong hit on that one. All right. So another, we got another momentum on there. Oh no, that was, yeah, and that's our momentum here. Yeah. Okay, great. So yeah, so I play this tune and I finish, and there's like, again, the clicking sound, and the organ, the little water thing, opens up and reveals that if I can, there's a passway behind the waterfall, because you have to. And I probably look down at the keyboard and I'm like, kind of thinking like, yeah, if this bounty hunter freelance adventurer thing doesn't work, maybe I'll become a musician. And then I'm going to try to dash out through the thing. So let's find out how this goes. I think that this is, I'm going to make this the last trial. So I've got a 6 here. Let's roll it. Let's conclude my progress. Okay. So what we're doing is we are reaching our destination, basically, right? Conclude that progress. Okay. So it's a weak hit. And I think it's the same as this reach your destination one. New vow, become a concert pianist, invent the piano. Okay. Yeah. I think that's how that one goes, right? These are suffering moves, quest moves, reach a milestone, fulfill your vow. Wasn't a vow. Yeah. I think we get it, but there's a complication. What should that complication be? What of the elves like? Yeah, what's their deal? I guess we could ask the Oracle. Let's do that. The oracles will tell us. Action. Here we go. $30. Okay. Focus. Give me another one. Something about focus and 60. What's 60? Oppose. Focus, oppose. So maybe. Yeah. Oh, that was a 6. That's right. Focus, swear. Yeah, like that's worse. Maybe. Well, the Oracle didn't help, but that's okay. Maybe Hersham. I think Hersham did something stupid. I think she took my spear, and maybe she like attacked an elf or something, and like cut one of them with iron, and now they're like, we have to kill this human. She spilled elf blood. Maybe that's something. Yeah. So I come out of the trial chamber, and I'm like on the back of the mountain now, right? So the thing was all the squiggly maze under there. And then I go around, and I come out around the side of the mountain out onto the beach, and I'm like, hey old man, I completed your stupid trek. And I look, and yeah, and Hersham is there, and she's with one of her pigs, and she's trying to calm the pig down. And then she sees me, and I walk over, and I'm just like, hell yeah, we're on our way out of here. But she's all scared and upset, and she comes over, and she's like, oh, Sabine, you have to help. I didn't mean to hurt him. It just he got so close to the pig, and I'm like, everything's fine, babe. We're gonna just get on the raft. We're gonna go. Those elves thought I was gonna die to that stupid quest of theirs, but we're fine. Come on. And she's like, no, you don't understand. Like and she's trying to get through to me, and let's see if I ignore her. I want to make a move here just to see if I notice. Because I think I might just ignore her, and it gets worse before it gets better. So let's see if I can face this danger, and the danger is I'm not paying close enough attention. So I'm gonna roll with I'm gonna roll with wits. It's insight. Yeah. Oh, and I completed this Elven maze, so that one's done. Whoop. There you go. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's roll to see if I notice something is wrong here. Strong hit. I do. Okay. So I face danger with my wits. I get 1 momentum, and I realize, like, wait a second. Hold on. No, that momentum you think I'm missing, I gave myself 1 early that I shouldn't have, and then I didn't give myself another one on that strong hit. So I'm at a normal level. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, so I'm like, wait a second, what the hell's going on? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you smiling? You should be smiling. We're getting off this stupid island. And she's like, they scared my pigs, those creatures. I'm like, what did you do? She says, well, I thought he was gonna hurt the pigs, so I grabbed your spear and I just kind of threatened him with it, and I didn't mean to. I'm like, did you kill an elf? She's like, no, I just kind of scratched him a little. I didn't hit him that hard. He got so upset and ran away. And I'm afraid I've made them very angry. And I'm like, yeah, you've made me very angry, you dumbass. We were about to get out of here. They were gonna give me a boat, and they were gonna fill it with food and treasure and hot people, and I wasn't gonna have to bring you with me. And then I look over at the pigs and I'm like, this is your fault too. And Kudan, standing ominously nearby, covered in I guess mist from standing on the breeze, I turned to him and I'm like, yeah, you're not innocent either. And I pointed at him and I'm like, you're all a bunch of fuck ups. And I turn and I'm like, where's my spear? And she points and it's lying in the sand. I'm like, okay, I don't know where we are. I don't know how to get out of here. I don't know how to get us back from here. And you've just pissed off these elves. I need to go into town and I need to make a big deal speech to intimidate them into doing what I want. That's what I have to do. I guess. I don't want to kill the priest or whatever. Anyway, so I don't have a plan. I have literally no plan. I'm just going to storm into town. And when I get there, I think that the elves are all gathered. They've all come out of their houses and they're gathered around and they're making this kind of like weird cooing sound to try to calm down the elf that was touched by iron. So they're all gathered, and I turn and I look up the steps toward the temple and I see the high priest coming down the hill. And what do I do? How do I make this worse? No, you know what? I'm just going to try to talk to them. I'm going to be like, listen, fuckers, this whole situation was your fault in the first place. If you didn't have this stupid cursed island with your dumb rules, we wouldn't have had any problems. You could have just treated us decently and given us food and like a boat and some of your hottest and set us on our way. And I just try to make a speech. And this is absolutely the wrong thing to do because no, I should be being kind and apologizing, but I'm not. So charm, pacify, barter, or convince. I think we're rolling plus heart. Because I'm not really threatening them. What I want is I want them to give me what I want and let me leave and suck it up. And what they want is for me to be punished. And now I've got the spear, and this is gonna turn into me fighting a bunch of stupid elves. But thankfully, this isn't really like an elven warrior town. So anyway, let's roll plus heart and fail. I got good momentum though, so come on, here we go. Yeah, I got a weak hit at least. So, as above, but they ask something of me in return. So I want a boat, and I want to take my friends, and I want to take my mammoth, and I want to get the hell out of here. It's right, it's an elven peaceful town. What would they want? Oh, they would probably want to take kind of want to just ditch like the swineherd here. I was thinking they want to like take my memory to like my memory of being in this place or something like that. Yeah, they want to be able to like absorb. They want me to not be able to remember this place. So yeah, I think that's what happens. So the high priest is like, you've done enough damage for one day. You and your iron. You and your visitor, and I think this is coming out all like booming, and they're like, you and your visitor can leave here, but you leave with us your memories of this island. And I'm like, yeah, all right, your temple's kind of ugly, and you're all a bunch of jerks, so fine, you can have it. And the priest is like, it is a grave procedure. Those who undertake it often find themselves haunted by the lack of memory for all their lives. Consider this your curse. Now, I think my elf glow has faded, but they're like, consider this your curse, doomed forever, haunted by the lost memory of this island. And all the elves are just like tittering to one another. I'm like, okay, weirdo, let's do it. And so I go down onto the beach and I'm like, Hersham. She's like, what? And I'm like, come on. And she's like, well, what's going on? I come over to grab her by the sleeve and I'm like, yeah, they're going to forgive us. She's like, really? I'm like, well, they're going to forgive me. They're going to sacrifice you to their sea god. And she's like, what? No, and starts like crying. And I'm like, I'm kidding, moron. Come on. I like shove her up the mountain as we head to the temple. So we get to the temple steps, and the elves have all gathered around. The high priest has this bowl of sacred water, and he is ringing a silver bell over it and sprinkling some sacred sprinkles into the water and chanting and kind of like, you know, doing the whole ritual thing. And he says in Elvish, we get subtitles, who between you shall go first? And I shove her ahead of me. I'm just like, you do it. And Hersham staggers forward and she starts babbling in human, like, oh, I'm so sorry. And like, you know, sobbing. And two elves come over and they grab her by the shoulders and they push her to her knees in front of the bowl. And she looks up and she's got these tears coming out. And I just say to her, I'm like, take a deep breath. And they grab her head and they shove her into the water. And the water like bubbles and froths. And she's like screaming, but we can't hear it. And then they pull her out of the water and she falls backwards, like spluttering, coughing up salt water onto the ground. And I think we see her lean over and she coughs hard a few times, and then this translucent, this like see-through transparent kind of mollusk thing, like about this long, like falls out of her mouth when she coughs. I notice it. She doesn't notice it because she's basically blind, but the priest reaches down with one of his long fingered hands and picks it up and just like pets the thing, and it's just like, there, and like holds it in his hands, and it's just like wriggling around. And I look at it and I look at him and I give him a look like, really, man? That's gross. And he says, now her. And the guards come up and grab me. And I'm like, I changed my mind. I don't want to take a bath. And they shove me into the water. And I think I have to face danger. And the danger is my memory being taken from me. So I'm going to roll plus my iron. And we'll see how it goes. Because I'm trying not to get my brain damaged by this thing. Yeah, I will take that weak hit with my momentum. Thank you. So I go under and I can't breathe. And the water is all like icy around me. And I feel it like suffuse me. And when I get yanked back out, I'm all confused and disoriented. And I don't feel the memory worm get puked up. And when I look up, the two of us, me and my companion, you know, we're all soaked in seawater now and looking up, and we don't see the little parasites. We just see the elven priest. And he says, you will be confused for a time, and then you will awaken, having forgotten this place. We, however, forget nothing. if you find yourself on our island again, it will be your last memory. And we kind of look at each other, and I think the magic is happening, so we're all kind of drunk. And so me and Hersham get pushed down the hill, shoved into back onto our raft, pushed out to sea, and we're both unconscious. And I think I pass out, and I wake up to the sound of like and like seagulls flying around overhead. And so I wake up on the raft. My lips are all white, and I'm like, oh, what happened? We're all dried up and there's salt everywhere. And I turn and I look, and Kudan is sitting on the raft. And Hersham is I think awake already and is just staring out into the sea. And I'm like, what happened? And she shakes her head and she says, I don't know. I think we got turned around. Where are we? I'm like, well, there's fog there, and fog there, and fog there, fog over there, fog to the north. Fuck if I know. Do we have any more water? And she passes me a water skin, and I drink it, and I do the like, well, we're running out thing. Like, all right, well, all we need is this fog to clear, and I can get a look at the stars and figure out where we are. So the rest of the day goes by as we sit on the raft, and for some reason, like, she's really quiet. And Kudan keeps looking at me, and I know he's not a human. I know he's not even an elf. I know that he's just he's a mammoth, but he seems to know something that I don't know. He keeps looking at me like something. And so I'm like, there's a few moments during the day where I'm like, what are you staring at? Stupid elephant. And and he just like looks at me with pity in his big brown eyes. And eventually the fog does clear, and I'm like, oh, stars. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Turn this thing around. And I try to figure out like what's going on? What are we doing? How are we going to get back from the island of weird memory loss? So let me update the journal here. So I finished their trials and managed to get out, but the stupid human offended the elves, and they cursed us to forget all of this stuff ever happened. There you go. So I'm not actually keeping a journal. The character isn't keeping a journal. I'm just keeping a little journal in the character's name so that I can, it's a meta artifact. Yeah, exactly. It's just for me. And it's kind of like a fun out of character way to record it in that voice. So anyhow, I am going to continue because God damn it, I have a journey to do, and it's only a troublesome journey. So I am going to turn this damn boat around and push off and head towards the shore, looking for a village, looking for somewhere to ditch this stupid lady. So let's make that decision. Let's go face danger. This is our only way out. So face danger with wits. Go. God damn it. All right. So, pay the price. I think we just lose supply. Yeah. Oh, look, an island. Oh, that would be really funny. Yeah, I think this is the this is that one. Let's take a look here. Cuz if we face the pay the price here. I wonder. I'm going to roll just to see. 98. Oh, here we go. This is a good complication. Okay. So, I think I succeed in the sense that I'm like, okay, I'm sure of it. Land is back this way. We're going. Let's go. And we start heading out, and I'm like, I stand up and I'm like, I think I can see something. Hersham, come here and look. Hersham? Hey, dumbass. What? And I turn around, and she's just laying on the raft, and like the pigs are sitting around her, And I'm like, what are you doing sleeping? And I walk over and I lean over and I like kick her. I give her a little kick. I'm like, wake up. Hey, wake up. And I kick her a couple more times. She doesn't move. And I crouch down and I think her eyes are all kind of gray and like frosted over. Yeah, I think the elven ritual like damaged her in some way. And so I'm like, hey, wake up, come on. And I like shake her a little bit and like slap her face. The mammoth just looks at me like sad. And she's not dead, but something bad, the magic bad has happened to her. I'm gonna try to figure out what's wrong with her. So I'm going to, come on, wake up. I'm going to try to secure an advantage. No, I'm gonna gather information. Let's do that first. Okay, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? She got scurvy? Do you have scurvy? Is it scurvy? I got a weak hit. So, God. Okay. The information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger. Envision what you discover and take +1 momentum. Yeah, I figure out that it's not physical. It's a magical curse of some kind. And I'm like, oh no. Okay. So, what do I need to heal her? So now I'm going to dig around in my bag and I'm going to look for stuff that I need to be able to help me heal her. I think she needs like an exorcism. Like I think this is an iron ritual. Maybe I need to like break, maybe I need to feed her a piece of iron. Maybe I need to stab her. Maybe she needs to be bled, right? Something, but I got to figure out if I have the material I need to do that. So I'm going to make preparations. I start going through my bag, looking for stuff, that will help me do this. Oh my God, the elven mind meld. I like that. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. So that is secure an advantage with yeah, I think it's just wits to try to figure it out. Yeah, fuck yeah. All right. Take control, make another move now and add +1. Okay. So I'm going to, here's what I do. So I figure out what I need. The cure for this kind of illness, it's a sort of like, it translates literally as seasickness, but it doesn't mean sickness from being on a boat. It's an elvish word that means an illness derived from the spectral radiation of the dead coast. So the sickness of the sickness that came from the sea. So she has this like elven spirit virus, and she probably got it from that damn water, which I don't remember. But I know that I need to purge her of it, and the only way to do that is with elf flame. So I take the iron and I cut both my palms and I press them together, and I start to, that same glow, that fire starts to glow in my eyes, and I place my hands on her shoulders and I try to channel my elvish healing blood through her. I want to try to burn away this curse, this cursed air. So I think I'm facing danger, right? I have a +1 and I'm doing it with charm, loyalty, or courage, unfortunately. So it's heart +1. And I get, oh, God damn it. I get a miss. So magical backlash. Magical backlash. All right, so here is what happens. D100, here we go. 98. Oh, great. Roll 2 more times. What? Another 98? Get out of here. So 3 more times? Jesus Christ. Okay, 1, 4, and 54. The ritual has the opposite effect. The ritual, I gotta roll 1 more for that 4 because it's the same one. No, wait, if it's the same result, make it worse. Okay, holy shit. Okay, so double opposite effect, and I suffer the loss of a sense for several hours. So double opposite effect. My intent was purge her of the ghost, repel the ghost. I make the ghost stronger. I make like the ghost radiation, like it just I fill her up with ghosts. I think what happens is she gets possessed. Yeah, by like something. I have a new friend, but she's dead, and I think that a ghost comes back, and the ghost is now in control. Okay, great. So, all right, we were on our way to the shore when Stupid fell down sick all of a sudden. I guess she'd gotten a bad case of Banshee syndrome out there, and I was trying to heal her, but her shitty human blood couldn't handle all my elf fire magic, and she kind of got all hollowed out. There's something else crawling around in there, but I can't get it to communicate with me. Not yet, anyway. Great, cool. So a confused ghost is now possessing that woman. Let me adjust her Hersham. Damaged by elf magic on a cursed island, then hollowed out and filled with some other sort of bog spirit or something. We're not sure yet. Great, sorry Hersham, you're a weird possessed bog spirit. Fantastic. Yeah, we don't know about it yet. I'm gonna leave developing the ghost for a little bit. But I don't know if we broke our vow. I don't think so. We're still gonna take her to, we're still gonna take Hersham to the next town and leave her there. Nah, she's not dead. No, we just added some riders. I think we're okay. And I think I lost my sense of touch. I think I can't, I'm numb, right? So, listen, it's Hersham enough. Maybe I didn't say all the words, but I said the words, yeah. All right? Okay, so, let's continue. So, she's a lot easier to deal with now. The pigs seem kind of sedate, too, so they just sit at the back there. They're all quiet. Fuck it, let's go. Let's press on. Yeah, that's true. She won't stop me from killing the pigs now. Okay. All right. So one more navigation roll. Come on. I just need yes. Yes. Fuck yeah. All right. So on this one, finally. Okay. So on this one, we finally managed to make some progress and don't take any bad hits for it. There it is. On a strong hit, we are successful and we get +1 momentum. Yes, everything's coming up roses. I think we finally get some sunlight through the mist. We leave behind the island. I've definitely forgotten it, and so has she. Make other progress, and then let's try to end our journey. Let's go find a village nearby to ditch this stupid lady at. So here we go. We're going to reach our destination. Survey says, oop, hang on. I'll be right back. Hang on that note. What a terrible cliffhanger. How could I do that to you? I'm so cruel. Sorry, everybody. Hello there. Sorry, I had to duck out. I'm waiting for some packages, and if you don't get them the first day, they end up somewhere far away, and then you have to drive out there and get them. Anyway, okay, progress here. We've made our journey. We're gonna make the roll. Let's see. We've reached our destination. Survey says, okay, it's a weak hit, so that's not nothing. So, on a weak hit, you arrive but face an unforeseen hazard or complication. I mean, I think Hersham being deeply possessed by a weird ghost or several weird ghosts probably is complication enough when we get to the village, but we did it. We completed this journey, And we arrived on the shore. So this quest is complete. Let's make a note of that. Let's see here. Roll the number of ghosts. Yeah, so many ghosts. And then, so I guess how many for this quest? I guess this was the same marker, right? So Haunted Hersham, because I've been making progress on this vow. So why don't we let's try to roll this vow. I think, no, we have to compel. Here's the complication. So we arrive in this town. Let's put it on the legend. I just had an idea. So I actually don't get XP I'll get XP for this one, but this progress bar one wasn't a quest. There's no XP for that. So we'll resolve this vow in a second. But first, we need to note. Yeah, they won't take her because she's possessed. So I have to convince them. That'll be my task. But first, we got to figure out the town. So this town is number 8 over here, and I'm gonna need another town marker. Yeah. Oops. Nope. Copy that. Okay, here we go. All right, so there's another town on the other side of this big fjord. And when we arrive there, I will need to detail it. So let's add that to the map. Okay, what is the deal with this stupid town? And then can we please drop off this person that I like? Okay, so the town's name, let's get that oracle going. Location, settlement name, here we go. Yeah, I love rolling the doubles. So D100, 74 and 15, it is high, and then 15, high watch. Oh, cool. Okay. High watch. That's great. Makes sense for a coastal town. It's up on a cliff. Yeah. So we drag her all the way up the road, leading up the cliff, and we get to the town of High Watch, and let's learn about it. So High Watch it needs three qualities. So location descriptions, it is 3D100. So let's see, it's 24, 47, and 99. 24, 47, and 99. So it's wild. Ooh, cool. I like this place. 47, mystical. I want to go to High Watch. And isolated. Right, of course it is. Wild, mystical, and isolated. Ooh, cool. So it probably has a magic lighthouse for sure. Yeah, and maybe they don't want her. So let's think of some ideas about what this settlement. Let's see, what is this settlement about? So I figure High Watch, a coast town with one of the last beacons of light still active along the dead coast. That's what we call it, right? Dead coast? Yeah. So one of the last beacons of light still active along the dead coast. The High Watch light shines out across the sea and protects the land from the unholy sickness that has overtaken the old world. These beacons were the first things we made when we came here to hide our past in their blinding light. So they're superstitious. They're like, we keep the sickness of the old world away. The light is aimed away from the Ironlands. They're basically like a force field, or they think it is, right? And yeah, that's why I found it, right? So I end up here. I think it has a lawless town built up around it. And it's isolated. You climb all the way up there. I'm not sure why people would come here, but we can figure that out next time when we actually like explore it a little bit. So first of all, though, I want to I want to do. I want to do the. I want to try to convince them to take her. I want to try to complete this quest. So we get into town, and I probably go find like a healer, or basically I just want to look around in the town, wandering around the town. And yeah, I like that idea of the town being made up of outcasts from other villages. Let's do that. Yeah. I'm gonna make a note. Okay. So, the people here are all outcasts from other villages. Just never really fit in and ended up drawn to the light like big stupid moths. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. So we get here. I'm gonna try to sell her. Basically, I'm gonna try to get rid of her, and I'm gonna try. I think I will try to find someone who will take her and be like, she's okay. She's just got a bit of like, she's confused. She's not from here. Like, I'm sure she'll come around, right? If not, I can find somebody to sell her to, probably. Get that Varigeld. So let me roll to gather information, and then I will make a follow-up move to compel, right? To convince someone. So, okay, gathering some information. Nice, I got a strong hit. Okay, so I discover something helpful and specific. The idea here is that I have found someone who will take her in and take care of her. So someone decent, maybe like a nun or something like that, that I can turn her over to. I think there would be like, this is like a leper island, and there would be like priests here or something. Some like, what do they call themselves? The light keepers, the hallowed harbor, something like that. Home to the hallowed harbor nunnery, monastery, something like that. The home to the hallowed harbor nunnery, where the Sisters of Mercy's Light, operate a sort of charity home for lost souls. Yeah, all right. Now let's see if, I think, isn't Sisters of Mercy is like a band. I think we should, let's name them not after this band. Let's see, let's call them the Wardens of Mercy's Light. Yeah, that's good. Wardens is good too. Okay. So we're gonna try to convince them to take her, and we have pretty good momentum, so hopefully this will work. And then we can do some camping and figuring our shit out while we're here. Okay. All right. So first of all, compel, persuade them to take her. Please take her off my hands. I'm going to lie to them because it's easier. So no, she's not possessed. She was just born kind of funny maybe, or I don't know. Mother never liked her. And see, our parents, they died at sea. Yeah, at sea. We were a traveling circus. That's my elephant, Kudan. He's an acrobatic elephant, and we have a troupe of singing and dancing pigs. And this is my sister, Dummy. And her job in the circus was she'd take iron nails and she'd hammer them into her nose. And I guess the last time we pulled the nail out, and she just, old Dummy here, hasn't been the same since. Mom and Dad went overboard when we were attacked by sea pirates, and we were the only ones to escape. Yeah, me and Kudan and Dummy over here. So I can't take care of her anymore. I just don't have the skills, and I tried so hard, and I just think maybe it would be better if you looked after her instead. I'm gonna miss her so much, you big dummy. Come on, let's do it. Fuck. Suck it, you stupid nuns! Yes! Yes, I completed my quest. Ditched. Ditched as heck. All right. So, journey to, let's see. We made it to High Watch. And I managed to turn, what's her face, dummy, over to some nuns there who promise they'll take real good care of my poor little sister. Heh, stupid nuns. Now I'm going to go get drunk. Boom. Yes. All right. So we're gonna go get wasted. Let's roll to fulfill that vow. I did take Hiram to the next town over and leave her ass there. So I think that was progress, right? That's another progress. This is I did great on this quest, and it wasn't that hard. So yes. Ah, strong hit. I did it. Okay, so this quest is complete, which is fantastic. And what do I get when I complete a quest? Yeah, unfortunately, my mammoth companion can be judgy as he wants. He can't speak. He's just a big, dumb elephant. Here we go. Fulfill your vow. When you achieve what you believe to be vow on a strong hit, the quest is complete. What do we get? Experience. No, none. 0. Oh, no, here we go. Mark experience. 1. Troublesome. Ha-ha! Fuck yeah, I got an experience point. That's right. We got a strong hit, not a weak hit. So I got 1. Yes! All right. So we got rid of her. Problem solved. So I come back to Kudan and I'm like, that's it, Kudan? It's just me and you again. Me and you and these tasty pigs. Come here, pig! And then I chase a pig down and I'm gonna stab him and I'm gonna eat him. But yeah, I think probably I trade the pigs to the village in exchange for stuff. And we hang out. And I love this town of wild men. That's great. So I probably get in fist fights, I get drunk, I pig wrestle, I fit in great here, and the nuns are gonna take care of that stupid wimp that was following me around. I'm never gonna leave Nunheim. Okay, so let's roll some stuff because I'm done here. I'm gonna rest. So spending time in a community, seeking assistance. I'm gonna forge a bond, right? Stand together, make hardship. I haven't really done anything. I'll do that next time, right? Stand together to face hardships. Yeah, I think this is more just me like dicking around in town. But that's fine. We can sojourn. Let's do that instead. And then next time we'll be like, all right, I'm getting restless. Who's got a quest? And we can do a quest from here. Yeah. Okay. So to complete the session, I'm gonna roll plus my heart while I sojourn. I'm terrible at this, but I got good momentum. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Heart. +1. No +1. Yeah, I'll burn my momentum, of course. I'll take that weak hit. And on a weak hit, I can choose one thing from the categories below. And I think it's going to be health. Health 2, spirit 2, supply 2. They're all 2, so I can recover 2 health. It's pretty good. 2 spirit, 2 supply. I'm taking the health, I think. 1, 2. All right. And then next time Nabake can get some actual mercenary work and we can deal with that. Oh, you choose recover. So it's 2 health, 2 spirit, 2 supply, and 2 momentum. No, 2 from within the categories. Yeah. No, they're not. It's not choose 2 categories. It's 2. It says you on a strong hit, on a weak hit, choose 1, and it's 2 from within. Yeah, right. So you'd pick 2 things, but I only got 1 within recover. So I get just the 1 of those. Right? I think that's how it works. Anyway. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm going to recover a little bit, and then next time we will roll a problem for this. We'll roll like a trouble for this town, and we will try to solve it. Fun. Oh, that's so cool. I like doing these little short like mini adventures. They're really neat. So yeah, for people who if this is your first episode, first time you've watched, you can watch more of these on YouTube. I do these little videos. I'm gonna try to do them once a week if I can manage it. But yeah, they're a really great way for me to get a stream in, especially because right now I don't have any video games I'm super into playing. So yeah, it's a solo RPG. It's a co-op RPG. It's a traditional RPG. You can find it on just by using the Ironsworn command in chat, right? Ironsworn, or you can go to bit.ly/ironswornfl. That'll take you to that page. You can check it out. The game is free. It's a free game. It's awesome and it's free. So the PDF, go get it. I've really enjoyed it. It's a nice little way of taking a short trip into RPG Town. And for me, it's a really fun little performative exercise too. I like my asshole half elf. She's great. And I understand that they're working on, and I will definitely use the supplement for dungeon delving. There's a one called Delve that's coming out, I think. So I'm going to keep an eye out on that. Yeah. Cool. So that's Ironsworn. This has been episode number 3 of the Adventures of Nibake. Thanks for coming, everybody. We will see you next time.